I'll show them. Absorb this object's power as my own. I'll show them. I'll show them. have a feeling I'm in for some strange tales today. I'll show them. I'll show them.
I shall be writing a stern letter to his manager. Did the agency send you to finish my house? The last person stormed off and left the job half done. That's the last time I offer constructive criticism. I can't say I will be using this construction company again. I moved here to get away from the big city. I don't mean Lumeria itself. I'm talking about the big city that appeared above it. I'll be talking to your manager about this debacle. I look forward to really settling in here. So quaint. Can you believe that coworker of yours just leaving? Outrageous. It looks marvelous! I had my doubts, but you've done an admirable job. Here, for your services.
I shall absorb.
Yes, this will do nicely. Now it's time for a shopping spree. Oh, can't have a house without furniture.
The Black Panther is ready to strike once more.
Gang surveillance drone now approaching. He's watching. Always watching.
I think I'll play some Hexagon Blitz in my break. Just a little bit, though. If I spend another 2-hour lunch lost in the Hexagons, the boss is gonna blitz.
Approach the gang surveillance drone.
Where am I going? I feel like I'm just walking in circles. I should make a note. I should make a note about that. Wait.
Operate in this area to ensure all citizens are living up to the expectations of the previous leader.
Must remember to buy cake.
I shall absorb this object. Tampering with a gang surveillance drone is a punishable offense.
I'd say Xandar. So, now that we're...
Don't mind me, just your friendly neighborhood Spider-Man.
Guardians are finally gonna teach that no-good buckethead a lesson.
That carnivorous plant near the Novacore building seems a little dangerous. I hope some brave gardener takes care of it before...
I'll play some Mexican blitz in my break. Just a little bit, though. If I spend another 2-hour lunch lost in the hexagons, the boss is gonna blitz me.
I do so enjoy sitting next to the central fountain. It evokes a sense of mystery, like there's some sort of secret hidden inside.
Those Asgardians next door are pretty impressive. The way they dress and those accents? Oh, so cool!
I know it's wrong.
The Guardians are finally gonna teach this no-good buckethead a lesson.
On Guardians, how long does it take to beat one guy? I will go. Can someone do something about those awful listening to the guy who destroyed our home's crown armor that is not
I shall absorb this object's power as my own.
Detected a crime pretty close to you. Hey, wouldn't it be great if this was the last crime ever? Nah, a girl can dream.
I am Korvac. There is no entity more powerful in the universe. I shall take whatever I desire, starting with this.
suppose even the Black Panther has limits. I shall absorb this object's power. The power of Dormammu will prevail here.
I accuse him of being a big jerk.
Can someone do something about those awful Kang announcements? Listening to the guy who destroyed our home prattle on all day is not my idea of a good time. Sitting next to the central fountain, it emits a sense of mystery, like there's some sort of secret hidden.
Nova Corps are so cool.
That carnivorous plant in the Nova Corps seems to
I wonder if that Lemurian guy in the pool is here to stay. He was super rude to me when I went to say hi before.
wrong, but I find that one so dreamy. If only I could planet, maybe we could be together.
Okay, now we're getting somewhere.
Has anyone seen the Queen lately? I really?
Step right up and take on Hexagon Blitz. Now with more hexagons. Think you can keep up with these hexagons? Copy the sequence 3 times to win.
Error. Congratulation dialog 05 not found. Please report to game team.
Don't relax, Agon, just yet. You hexagon and got that wrong. Please try again.
Come on.
Hexagon Blitz, the only hexagon-based game you need this year. Nice job. Next one.
remember to buy
champion
cookies.
is you! Congratulations!
Can someone do something about those awful Kang announcements? Listening to the guy who
this object's power as my own.
Nobicore.
With constant Kree invasions.
This is quite the conundrum.
Hey, give me a hand, will ya?
Wait, where was I going?
Ha! Using this will be mere child's play.
I do so enjoy sitting next to the central fountain. It emits a sense of mystery, like there's some sort of secret hidden inside.
I did it! I made another cameo. Gotta add this one to my list at home. Excelsior!
Come on, Guardians. How long does it take to beat one?
I'll show.
Excuse me. Do you have a
What?
Not exactly my kind of thing. Anyone else want to give it a shot?
Who's ready to face some sweet, sweet justice?
Thank you for saving your Generalissimo, Brigadiers.
I'll show them.
Excuse me. Do you have a moment?
Don't go bringing your villainy.
It's admirable how many people are adapting to a new way of life in this world, but I can also sense others who are scared or uncertain of the future.
That carnivorous.
As an empath, I can use my powers to influence the emotions of others. I want to use that power to make these troubled people feel happy, even if only for a little while, to help them through this difficult time. I just need a little help finding them first, which is where I was hoping you would come in.
Come on.
Oh, thank you. I can sense a few people in this area affected by extreme negative emotion. Let's start looking for them.
I do so enjoy sitting next to
Close to someone who needs our help. Can you see who it is? I just need to get close enough to touch them for a moment.
I can't believe what happened to Clive and Cyril. And now, I can't stop suspecting everyone I meet of being some kind of insane villain in disguise. Is she a villain? Is he a villain? Is that rock a villain? I can't trust anyone. Everyone's a suspect.
Here, let me help you.
Don't hurt me! I don't know what you just did, but I feel amazing. I guess the odd crazy person doesn't mean there aren't still good people like you around. I should probably go and apologize to Frank for screaming faker at him earlier. Maybe later.
Aw, nobody told me a monorail system was going to...
It really isn't here, is it? The only place I ever truly belonged, and that stupid Kang didn't include it in his stupid world. I hate him. Now I don't know where I belong.
Excuse me, can I just... I think you have something on you.
What? Where? I don't see anything. Huh. You know, I've just realized that this place has a coffee shop almost identical to my old one. I can just belong there until this whole thing blows over. And maybe this place won't have an annoying laptop lady in there all the time. We get it. You're a writer or something.
Oh, the city is so ugly. All those horrible flashing lights through my window at night. I miss my old view of the mountains. But what if we never go home? I might never see it again.
I'm sorry. Could I bother you for a moment?
What is it? Huh? Ah, you know, maybe ugly was a bit harsh on this view. It's definitely different, but I could get used to it. And no one can take away my memories of the old view. I should definitely start sleeping in another room, though. Those lights might be not ugly, but they are not helpful when you're trying to get to sleep.
Looks like we helped that person adopt a different perspective. Shall we move on? Oh, I'm feeling a little tired. Maybe we should call it a day after.
Why did I think it was a good idea to go outside? Going outside is terrifying right now. Oh man, oh man. I wish I was at home instead of this crazy place.
Excuse me, this will only take a moment.
Huh? Hey, what are you... Oh, hey, I suddenly feel really peaceful. And was the view always this good? I could stay out here all day.
I'm no longer sensing any of the negative emotions I was before. We did it! The effect of my power may only be temporary, but the new thoughts often lead to longer-lasting realizations, resulting in a general overall happiness. Sorry, I must sound like an advert for herbal remedies. At least, that's what Star-Lord normally tells me. Anyway, thank you for your help. If there's anything I can do to return the favor, don't hesitate to ask.
An item most fitting of my merciless magnificence.
When it's not.
I'll show them. I'll show them all.
That carnivorous plant near the.
You look like someone who can tell a stupid name from a really awesome, terrifying one. So tell me honestly, Taserface is a really awesome, terrifying name, right? Right? And your silence says it all. It's always the silence or the laughing, never the screams or the say what? That's such a cool and intimidating name that I was promised.
Was thinking I'd take.
So that settles it. You need to help me find out what these people think a scary name sounds like. You're gonna canvass this place until I have a name that strikes fear into the hearts of all men, women, and or other.
Who decided to put our city next to...
This is totally gonna work, or my name isn't TBD.
Did you ever find out what all that commotion was over in Xandar? Sounded pretty wild.
Shame about the museum shutting down. But after that business with those spike monsters getting in, I guess they didn't really have much of a choice.
Started digging around after Red King cleared out. Found ourselves a new pit. Shame we can't...
Have you or somebody you know been affected by the symbiote?
This is a public safety alert. There are currently 5...
Did you hear? There was some kind of incident over in Sakar, in the museum, I think. Don't know what happened, but whatever it was, everyone's now way too scared to go near the place. I've picked up a crime taking place near your location. Can you go take a look?
So then he says, nobody talks to Taserface that way, and oh boy, you should have seen us crying. I was crying laughing. So good. So good. We did have to skedaddle pretty quick after that, though. Ain't she one of them fancy...
Can't believe I missed the lady giving out free Hexagon Blitz t-shirts. I do so enjoy sitting next to the...
All right, get out there and see what these losers think is so great. So what did you find out? Spill it.
I think I'll play some Hexagon Blitz in my break.
Guess there could be something to that. Think you might have something there. So, the spike monster outbreak over in Sakar gave everyone the heebie-jeebies, eh? Good! Yeah, that settles it. From now on, my name will be... Spike Face! That's good! And spikes are doubly cool, because not only is it the name of a monster, it's also spiky, which makes it even more dangerous. As thanks for your small part in this, you can call on me for a favor whenever you need it. But, you may have to direct your requests to Taserface. Just until all the paperwork goes through.
Life sure is.
Go play some hexagons on my break. Just a little bit. If I spend a 2-hour lunch lost in the hexagons, the boss is gonna blitz me.
Nova Corps. Oh, when I get my hands on them. Ooh. When I find the rock brain that left my cargo hold unlocked, I'ma kill all of them. I just caught a bunch of no-good bandits helping themselves to my loot. Took care of most of them, but the rest managed to slip away with my goods. Ain't nobody steal from the Yondu clan. I stole that booty fair and square. And now we're gonna steal that stolen booty I stole back. You with me? Smart choice. All right, time to hunt down those thieving bandits and reclaim my booty.
This is quite the conundrum.
I'd recognize that smell anywhere. That's the sweet smell of swag, mixed with the not-so-sweet stench of swag swipers. There they are. Get them! Don't forget to grab all that loot they dropped. We ain't done till we got every last piece. You get it all, then move out.
I'd say Xandar's actually looking pretty good, considering the place was shot to bits, stomped all over by a celestial, then ripped up and dropped into some kind of crazy.
Nova Corps are so cool. More of them thieves dead ahead. Time to take back what they stole. That's definitely my booty tumbling out of their pockets. Don't see any more of my treasure here. Let's keep on looking.
Where am I going? I feel like I'm just walking in circles. I should make a note of my path. Maybe I should make a note of that. Wait, where was I going?
Well, look at what we got here. So kind of you boys to hold on to my treasure for me, but let me take it off your hands. Did you grab all the gold? Ain't no good to me sitting in the dust, kid. All right, let's do a quick stock check. 1, 2, 6, 4, something. Who am I kidding? I can't count. But my Ravager's instincts say it checks out. So that's good enough for me. Nice work, Skipper. Hopefully that'll teach the rest of those bandits not to mess with me. I tell you, with all these dishonest folk around these days, you can't be too careful. So lucky for you, you've now got the Yondu clan to watch your back. You ever find yourself in a scrap, you give me a holler.
This on. That was here to stay. He was super rude.
I do so enjoy sitting next to the central fountain. It imparts a sense of mystery, like there's some sort of secret hidden inside.
I have need of your services. As leader of the Sovereign, I took umbrage to being subjugated under Kang's rule and launched an attack against his forces. But we were no match for him, and each of our remote-controlled drones was shot down. What irks me most about this is that some of the drones are damaged but still online, meaning anyone who happens upon them could steal Sovereign technology. I need you to find and destroy them, so this does not happen. A wise decision. While the drones are no longer emitting a tracking signal, we are still receiving the visual feed from each. Use this to pinpoint their locations.
The Black Panther is ready to strike once more.
Oh, thank you.
Good work. We can't let those guys just do as they please. Bad stuff happening. Dead ahead. Is it Kang? Whoever it is, we can't let them get away with it.
Much was heard in the palace earlier, but such events are nothing new. Odin and his son Thor would often have the most tremendous rows.
We are no monsters.
Guardians, how long? You've completed your task. Allow me to thank you properly. It seems congratulations are in order. With our technology no longer littering the streets of Chronopolis, the Sovereign can regroup and plan our next assault on Kang. What? You didn't think we'd allow this to stand, did you? Kang must pay for this insult. But I see that you already work towards stopping him. In return for your assistance, I will aid your cause in whatever way I can.
Nova Corps is always happy to help a noble cause, even if we are stretched a little thin right now. Providing the refreshments for Quill's soiree was the least Xandar could do, after everything the Guardians of the Galaxy have done for us in our recent troubles with Kang. Although I didn't expect the responsibility to fall directly on my shoulders when we agreed to provide them. As you can imagine, the Nova Corps have a lot of fires to put out right now, both figurative and non-figurative. And as much as I would like to help out in the party planning process, I do still have at least a chunk of an empire to run. Now, could you lend your time to the cause? Wonderful. Remember, Quill is a Terran, so you might want to try and find some of that junk food young people seem to be so fond of. Chronopolis is full of food, but not all of it could be considered party food. I want you to really consider how much fun each food item will bring to the event before bringing it to me.
I do so enjoy sitting next to the central fountain. It emits a sense of mystery, like there's some sort of secret.
Dealing with their recent time displacement, should contact their nearest Kang counselor, or Kangs. I assure you, he is a great listener.
I'll play some Hexagon Blitz in my break. Just a little bit, though. I spend another 2-hour lunch lost. The boss is gonna blitz me.
That carnivorous kind seems a little. Of it before it eats somebody.
Making sand castles, and I've heard the weather is pretty.
Spotted a crime taking place in your area if you're too busy.
Face me.
Chronopolis is full of food, but not all of it could be considered party food. I want you to really consider how much fun each food item will bring to the event before bringing it to me. Well, I can't imagine they'll be running out of food at this rate. Now, where did my assistant put that invitation? Did I even get an invitation? Maybe it's time I start opening up those messages I keep receiving. They can't all be spam. On behalf of the Nova Corps, we'd like to express our profound gratitude for your help in these catering matters. I shall see you at the event. Possibly.
Where am I going?
I shall absorb this object's power as my own.
This town is either destroyed or just straight up doesn't exist anymore. Thanks.
Something tells me that story doesn't end here. Let's wrap this saga up in a Gwenpool mission!
That Larry guy in the house here to stay. He was super rude to me when I went to say hi before.
Sisters. Can't live with them. End of statement. My sister and I have a, shall we say, strained relationship. It's actually quite tiring hating Gamora so much, to the point where a part of me wishes the bad blood between us could just disappear. But let's face it, that's not going to happen. What I need is a sister I don't constantly have to fight. Preferably one that shares my distinct sense of fashion. And one without all that emotional baggage. I need this sister to be more like me. Totally in control of her emotions! Do you understand what I'm saying? I need you to find me this perfect sister. Build her with your own hands if you must. Can I trust you to do that? Apparently, the Avengers have a facility for assembling life forms to an exact specification. I would probably start there if I were you. Can someone...
The guy who destroyed our home, prattle on all day, is not my idea of a good time.
The image beside... What? You couldn't be. Surely this is some kind of trick. Fine, I'll humor you. Wow, a sister for me? We should engage in bonding activities such as fighting side by side and... Actually, I could really go for some action right about now. Come, new sister, let us seek out some enemies to fight together! Permit me to ask you some questions to aid in our bonding, sister. What style of hair do you think would look cute on me? If I had hair, I mean.
I I'd say Xandar's actually looking pretty good. Considering the place was shot to bits, stomped all over by a celestial, then ripped up and dropped into some crazy
Come, new sister. I will teach you much about combat. You lose as often as I do, and you start to pick up a few tricks. Yes, sister, that's it! Reduce them all to studs! Take that, Dad! Take that, Gamora! Oh, sorry, bad habit. You're better company than Ronan, at least. Help! I guess there is something to this cooperation thing. Come, sister, let us seek out some more morally dubious opponents.
soon. I bet the kids would love making sand castles. And I've heard the weather is pretty fair. Oh.
Think you can hurt me? I'm at least 70% cybernetic by now. Tell me, what is it? Stop wasting our time. Can someone do something about those? Aim for their shins! Don't go bringing your villain here, you villain, you.
All right. Guardians are finally gonna teach that Nolan Buckethead a lesson.
I do so enjoy sitting next to the central fountain. Did you try the latest magazine quiz? Apparently, I'm a Miranda.
Well, world's not been destroyed yet.
I think I'll play some Hexagon Blitz in my break. Just a little bit, though. If I spend another 2-hour lunch lost to the Hexagons, the boss is gonna blitz me.
Strangers are just enemies you have next. Pathetic! You are all pathetic! Is your heart even in this, sister? I can confirm that this was a thoroughly ridiculous idea, but that isn't to say I didn't take some pleasure from it. It was actually nice to fight alongside someone for a change. In the past, sisterly bonding time has always ended with me being bonded to more machinery, so this was a welcome change. Thank you, sister. Perhaps we can hang out again sometime.
I wonder if that Lemurian guy in the pool is here to stay. He was super rude to me.
Have you been rustling the wrong people's feathers in Xandar? I've just spotted a major villain headed that way.
you game for some more bonus, button-bashing, bonus mission stuff? Sure you are! And not to give away spoilers, this one has cake at the end! A couple of the Avengers have been invited to Star-Lord's ship to set up a surprise party for Gamora. Party games, food, and dancing. Awesome! I imagine, as Gamora was Thanos' adopted daughter, parties might not have featured much in her childhood. Less petting zoos and ice cream, more ultimate cage fighting and evil laughter lessons. Aww. It seems like this party was a surprise for Star-Lord, too. The way he's looking at Cap and Spidey's balloons, I'd say he totally forgot all about the party. Good thing for Star-Lord, Cap has exactly the can-do attitude that's needed to get the party started. In my day, we could get a swell shindig going with the flick of a broom, powdered egg, and a bugler. Okay, so I'm paraphrasing from stuff I heard in old war movies, but the point Cap is trying to make is once all the mess has been cleaned up, all that's needed for Gamora's party is eats and good tunes.
Show him who's boss.
These creatures, they do not work together.
It's just an expression, Drax. Yeesh. Well, that's just great. What are we supposed to do for fun now?
I could recount my list of 100 greatest victories in battle.
Yeah, I think I'd rather watch my whiskers grow.
Not smashing up my ship with your novelty flying disc?
It's a shield.
Who throws a shield, dude?
I might not be able to use this, but that's the whole reason we work as part of a team.
I got this. Seems simple enough. Align the circuits, totally unnecessary, but okay.
Why does everything run on some form of electricity?
How do I get myself in these crazy situations?
Oh man, this place is dead. We need to get this party jumping. Who's up for a little dancing?
I don't really dance.
You sure? I got a killer soundtrack planned.
Hey, give me a hand, will ya?
We better get some food out for these people before they get hangry.
I am Groot.
It totally is a word. It's hungry and angry.
Let the good times roll! Who'd have thought Rocket could Lindy hop like a furry Gene Kelly? Everyone, even Drax, is having such a good time that they've forgotten what the party was for in the first place. Oop, there she is! Gamora is back. But Star-Lord is too busy doing one of his 3 dance moves to notice. This was a surprise party for her, dude. Well, she certainly looks surprised. I reckon when she's gotten over the shock of the Milano having been cleaned up, she'll get her groove on and partay with the rest. I'm sure the galaxy can do without its guardians for one night.
Oh, not you again. Didn't you get your fill last? You just don't know when to give up, do you?
Go play some Hexagon Blitz in my break. Just a little bit. If I spend...
A quick message to all you expectant mothers, fathers, and/or others. Have you considered...
You pathetic pests!
Finally gonna teach that no-good fucking...
Ow! Stop that!
Oh, can someone do something? Prattle on all day is not my idea of a good time.
Pretty impressive. The way they dress in those accents? Oh!
You pathetic pests!
me.
Find that so dreamy.
Nova Corps are so
Come on, Guardian. That carnivorous plant near the...
Who decided to put our city next to the hot and dangerous as much as next. Go epic battles today.
I don't...
Ow! Stop that! You just don't know when to give. I've been training. You'll never catch me. I've been training. You just don't know when to give up, do you?
I do so. Like there's some sort of secret hidden in...
I've learned some sweet new moves since last time.
I'd say Xandar's actually looking pretty good.
Maybe you've already seen it, but some trouble is going down near where you are.
How about best of 3, or however many we're up to?
Must remember to buy cake.
Come on, Guardians. How long does it take to beat one guy? I want to go home already.
I was thinking I'd take a trip to Egypt soon. I bet the kids would love making sand castles. And I've heard the weather is pretty... fair-o.